Hello, it's that time again. Time for Grammar Minutes. It's week 32. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is place a check mark by the sentences with a compound predicate. Last week we were looking at compound subjects. The subject was who or what the sentence is about. Compound subject meant that it was about more than one person, place, or thing. The predicate of a sentence is what the subject of the sentence is doing or what they are. Compound predicate describes more than one thing that they are doing or is plural. It has to be related to the same subject. Let's try the first one. Energetic Peter jogged around the block and swam at the pool. So this sentence is about Peter, and we have to figure out what's he doing. Well, he's jogging around the block and swimming at the pool. That tells us more than one thing that he is doing, so we're going to place a check mark for this sentence. Number 2, Fonzie and Joni are good friends. Now we should have more than one thing that the subjects are or are doing. It tells us that they are good friends, but that's only one thing. So this is not a compound predicate. That gets an X. Last one. Fonzie is always combing his hair and cracking jokes. Is Fonzie doing more than one thing? Yes, he is. Combing his hair and cracking jokes. This is a compound predicate, and it gets a check mark. We're going to complete some analogies again. We've had these before a couple of times since starting our quarantine learning, and lots of times before we had to leave school. So, personification is to characters as what is to sounds. This is related to that learning that we've done about ways to make our writing more interesting. So we've talked about personification. That's making objects seem like characters. So what would that be for sounds? Onomatopoeia is what we call sounds. Next one, what is to sky as green is to gross? So we're looking for a color here. Oftentimes gross things are green. Not always. I think that's probably a little bit unfair to the color green. But usually the sky we consider blue. Ice is to cold as what is to gas? Oh, sorry, that says solid. Ice is to solid. It's really little on my screen. Ice is to solid as what is to gas? So ice is a solid form. Steam is what water is when it is a gas. So steam should go there. The last one we've got is giraffe is to Africa, as kangaroo is to, where would kangaroos be from? They'd be from Australia, so that should go there. Next activity is to rewrite the sentence correctly. Audie Murphy were a soldier in World War II who later becomes a famous movie star. As always, look for capitals, spelling, punctuation, and proper grammar that you need to fix in there. All right, next one is underline the demonstrative adjectives. If incorrect, change them. Demonstrative adjectives are special adjectives that tell where something kind of is. They include this, that, those, and these. So this pickle, that house, those shoes. So we're going to look for those words in here, underline them, but if they're incorrect, we need to fix them. The freezing weather froze these big puddles. That seems a little wrong to me as far as the grammar goes. I see the word these. That is definitely a demonstrative adjective, but it's not the right one. To make it correct, because it is big puddle is one, so the freezing weather froze that big puddle would work. Or you could say the freezing weather froze this big puddle. That could work as well. Number 2, this windows have frost on them. Once again, I found the demonstrative adjective, but it doesn't seem grammatically correct. This windows is plural, and so this does not match windows. We need to say something like, those windows have frost on them. Your last activity, what change, if any, is needed? Jonathan skis like a pro and loves to fish, too. Take a look, see if you can find a change that needs to happen, and if not, just circle D. Thanks for joining me.